It's the end of the month. Again. The bills are due. Rent is looming. Groceries are getting more expensive. And your paycheck, the one you worked so hard for, is already gone. You're not lazy. You work hard and long hours. Some weekends. You budget. You cut expenses. You follow the advice. But still, you're broke. And you're not alone. Over 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Some studies say it's even higher when you count inflation-adjusted earnings. And yes, many of them earn $100,000 or more. We've been taught that this is our fault, that we're bad with money, that we eat out too much, or that we bought the wrong degree. But what if that's a lie? What if the game was rigged from the beginning? This video is not about budgeting hacks. It's about exposing a system that thrives on keeping you broke. Because the system isn't broken. It's working exactly as intended, just not for you. This is the untold truth about why most people live paycheck to paycheck and how governments, banks, and even schools silently keep you stuck. Let's walk through a typical day in the life of an average working American. We'll call her Maya. 6:30 a.m., the alarm rings. She's already half awake, stressed about an upcoming rent payment. She skips breakfast to make sure her kids have enough. 7:30 a.m., she drops her kids at daycare and heads to work. Traffic's bad, gas is expensive, and her car payment just went up due to a rising interest rate. Maya works full-time at a customer support center, earning $27 an hour. Her salary is $56,000 per year. It sounds like enough, but let's look closer. Rent, $18,000 year, tax, $9,000 year. Childcare, $10,800. Car payment and insurance, $6,500. Groceries, gas, phone, internet, $12,000. Student loan payments, $3,000. What's left? About $700. For emergencies. Clothes, medical bills, unexpected school costs, repairs, birthdays, holidays. This isn't a budgeting problem. This is a math problem. Multiply Maya's story by 100 million, and you get a working class that's one flat tire away from crisis. To understand how we got here, we need to go back. In the 1950s, a single income could support a family. One job, one car, one breadwinner. You could buy a house, raise kids, and retire with a pension. But in 1971, something major happened. The US left the gold standard. Dollars were no longer tied to real assets. They became fiat money, backed only by trust and government decree. This opened the floodgates for inflation. Since then, home prices are up 1,200%. College tuition has risen over 1,400%. Medical costs have gone up 3 times faster than inflation. Meanwhile, wages have barely moved. Why? Because wages are tied to productivity, and productivity gains since the 1970s have mostly benefited corporations and shareholders, not workers. So while you're earning just a bit more, the cost of living has skyrocketed. And the biggest thief? Inflation. It's quiet, legal, invisible, and relentless. We're told we're free to choose our career, our school, our path. But the reality? Most of us are given a script. Go to school, take out loans, get a job, finance a car, get a mortgage, work 40+ years, and retire. And along the way, you're offered thousands of choices. Want to go to college? Take out a student loan. Want a car? Take out an auto loan. Want to build credit? Get a credit card. These are not choices. They're traps dressed as freedom. Because behind every opportunity is a payment plan, and we're conditioned to believe. Debt is normal. Struggle is noble. Hustle is the only way out. The problem isn't that we're making bad choices. It's that the system is only offering bad options. Let's talk about education. From kindergarten through high school, you're taught math, history, science, and grammar. But here's what they don't teach: how to budget, how taxes work, how credit scores are calculated, how to invest, how to build a business. The system doesn't want independent thinkers. It wants employees, consumers, voters. The public school model was built during the Industrial Revolution to train factory workers, not financially free humans. Meanwhile, student loan debt has now surpassed $1.7 trillion. And it's not just tuition. It's interest, compounded. For decades, the moment you graduate, you owe money. Before you've earned a dollar. That's not education. That's economic servitude. Debt is the most powerful tool of control ever invented. Here's how it works. 1. Banks lend you money they don't have. 2. You pay it back with real labor. 3. They profit off your time, your effort, and your future. Credit card companies make billions off interest. Mortgage lenders rake in trillions over 30-year periods. Auto loans keep you chained to depreciating assets. And it's all legal. The average American household has over $101,000 in debt. And most of it is for things that lose value. Cars, clothes, vacations. Consumer goods. Meanwhile, your credit score determines whether you get housing, jobs, even insurance rates. It's a number that defines your worth in the eyes of lenders. But here's the irony. Paying cash builds no credit. Being debt-free can actually hurt your score. You're rewarded for being in the system, punished for opting out. Let's be clear. The government isn't a neutral party. It profits from your financial instability. More spending equals more sales tax. More income equals more income tax. More inflation equals more bracket creep. When prices go up and wages rise just a little, you move into a higher tax bracket. But your purchasing power hasn't increased. That's stealth taxation. And when things get tough, you get stimulus checks, while corporations get bailouts. You get student loan forbearance, while banks collect interest. And who owns the debt? Often, it's the government itself. The Federal Reserve prints money, devalues the dollar, and then blames inflation on external factors. All while Congress votes themselves raises. It's not a bug. It's the feature. While most people are stuck earning money, the wealthy are focused on moving money. They use debt to buy assets, invest in real estate, stocks, and businesses, borrow against assets instead of selling them, and they pay fewer taxes, legally. They don't save money. They multiply it. They don't work for money. Money works for them. And they teach their kids to do the same. While most families teach their kids to get a good job, wealthy families teach ownership, equity, and cash flow. And here's the part no one tells you. You can learn these rules too. You just weren't supposed to. But now you know. Breaking free isn't easy, but it's possible. Here's how. 1. Become financially literate. Read, watch, listen, learn. 2. Track your money. Every dollar has a job. 3. Kill consumer debt. Pay it off. Don't add more. 4. Build an emergency fund. Start with $1,000. Then 3 months. 5. Invest. Even small amounts. Time matters more than size. 6. Increase income. Start a side hustle. Learn a new skill. Monetize your knowledge. 7. Think like an owner. Own assets. Own systems. Own your future. No one is coming to save you. Not the government. Not your boss. Not your favorite influencer. But you don't need to be saved. You just need a blueprint. The paycheck to paycheck trap isn't about poor decisions. It's about a system that was never designed for your freedom, but you can escape it. Not overnight, not easily, but step by step. Because this isn't just about money. It's about control, time, purpose, legacy. This is Money Blueprint. And this is your wake-up call. The question isn't, can you afford to change? It's, can you afford not to? Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a licensed professional before making financial decisions.